So, does anybody want to recap what happened last time?
I can do it.
Okay.
We'll see how inclusive my notes are. We had like a really intense session last time, so I was like not able to write the whole time. Okay. So we had been sleeping in a clearing near Rocky Creek when everyone in our party dreamed about copper and gems and people in a jungle and adventurers who placed a bust on an altar. The bust of Tharzun is crushed with a hammer and a golden owl-headed god adventurers for the bust. We don't great.
Laura, can you mute yourself?
Yeah, sorry, the baby's chattering.
The following morning, we discuss the dream. It's okay. And we decide to investigate the dragon. As we sneak through the forest, the stream bed slowly begins to turn to sand. In the distance, we see a cave from which gentle snoring emanates. I sneak into the cave quietly and find a brown dragon sleeping within. And at its feet lies a pile of hundreds of thousands of copper coins and the ear from the dream. Down a separate passage is the natural aquifer from which the stream is replenished. But I leave the cave, and all of a sudden the snoring stops. So we retreat to the forest and see the dragon feed on fish and fly out to do, I don't know, dragon stuff. So we decide that we're going to engage the dragon, and we create an enormous fish bank along the riverbed. And when the dragon comes back, we try to entice him to eat some fish and to talk to us. And so, of course, he comes over and tries to steal our fish. And we learn that the dragon's name is Usid. And we convince him that he needs to travel to the Isle of Jacht, and that he will be able to rename it the Isle of Usid, the Magnificent Conqueror of Fish and Potential Villagers, when he gets there. And so we help him pack all of his stuff into a big sack so that he can fly over there. And while we are placing all of the copper into a sack, in a moment of genius, Nova puts on an acrobatics show on top of the rock that Twisted Limb is using to work on his squats, distracts the dragon. Illyria shoves the ear into our bag of holding. And we give the dragon his treasure, and he flies off to the Isle of Jacht, which was absolutely fabulous. So
I still can't believe you guys did that.
It was so kick-ass. Anyway, we decide we're going to head back into town, and while we're hanging out outside of the town, there's the banshee that appears and begins to chase us, and it's like the most god-awful thing I've ever experienced personally. But eventually, because Borencast turns undead on the banshee, we manage to escape it and run into the tavern where we currently are staying.
Yep.
Ta-da!
So that's what happened last time. John, did you do any work on your god's stuff over this that you guys are in there?
I think he's muted.
Yeah, if I can roll some die for that, that'd be killer.
Yeah. While you're rolling die for it, just let me know what the numbers end up being, and we'll...
20, what kind of check?
Dexterity check.
How many should I be rolling?
Roll 3 and add your proficiency bonus to each one since it's tinkering.
For Dex?
Yeah.
21, 18, 19.
All right. You make the final 3 pillars that you really needed, and they're strong enough to withstand a dragon bite, like as per Arathis' request. So you've got a bunch of people missing in town, as you've seen through the missing posters. You know the Baron's missing. And there's also this mystery of why there's a banshee hanging out.
why is that a mystery? I thought that the banshees just like hung out wherever they had been turned into banshees and haunted the area.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not as much of a mystery as I was trying to put on, but yes.
I mean, I asked her last week, and she was all like, revenge. And that was like all she told us.
Yes, her exact words were vengeance.
Oh, thank you.
Full stop. Full stop. That's all she said. But you don't know how she died or why she's just chilling.
I feel like we need to deal with her, though.
What was that, Jen?
I said I feel like we need to deal with her, though. I don't feel right just, like, leaving a banshee running around and letting these townsfolk be, like, suffering from her presence, you know?
Yeah, nobody really heads out at night in town.
Yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time, they're probably also scared for the fact that a lot of them are going missing. So we just gotta decide what we want to do.
I think we can help these townspeople. I mean, what do you think? I don't know.
Are they going missing as a result of the banshee? Or do we know?
Do we know if they're going? Can you say it louder?
Are they going missing as a result of the banshee, or do we know that?
You don't know, but if the banshee was killing them, their bodies would be like right there.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably not the banshee.
Maybe we can ask around town and find out if people are going, like when people are going missing and where it's happening.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So typically in medieval societies, the place to get that kind of information is the tavern. So, are you guys going to the tavern?
Why not?
All right.
I would love a
Is
good.
Nate still coming?
Yeah, I'm guessing he's still coming, but we'll see whether or not he comes. If he's not here, then I'll go ahead and role play for him and Josh.
I was just worried, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh my God, you know what? I think he went missing too.
Bum bum bum. Plot twist.
Twilight Zone. When Dungeons and Dragons becomes real life.
Isn't that what Stranger Things is about?
I think so, actually. I haven't
It
watched
pretty much is, yeah. Actually, it really is, because they play D&D in Stranger Things, so it's like someone's there.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, I believe that's our food.
Now
Sorry.
Laura's gonna go missing too.
Oh my gosh. We're supposed to get pizza in a little while too, but I suck at ordering pizzas, so it's not coming for another 20 minutes.
Oh.
I'm messed up.
I'm actively making food, so if I'm running around, just don't worry about it.
Hey, how's River?
Good. We hung out
What do
today. Got opinions.
And Matt wants to know what you're making.
What I'm making?
Yeah, is it for us? Can we eat some?
You're willing to drive 2.5 hours for mediocre food? Yeah. What are we doing? So I got some of this stuff. It's sauce for making orange chicken. Buy it at the Hy-Vee.
So guys, I don't mean to derail the food conversation.
I thought we were waiting for Laura. Okay, my bad.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So you're in the tavern. There are, again, a bunch of people here day drinking.
Day, like, is it Fake Patty's Day at this tavern?
No, it is not Fake Patty's Day. People just drink all the time because it's such a sad little town.
That's really sad and mean.
We're
I
like,
like that tie-in you tried to do, though.
Yeah, but everything is green for some reason.
Okay.
Okay.
We're there. I'd like to get myself a very large bucket of ale for the table. So
I thought you were
just
gonna
saying.
drink the bucket or drink the whole bucket yourself. Literally a bucket.
So
Like your size is big enough.
I mean, it's true. I'm a dragon. Let's be real.
So you can get a gallon of ale for a silver piece in this town.
Oh, that's silly.
Or you could buy an entire barrel, which is 100 gallons, for the low price of 80 silver pieces.
How much do we have again?
We just sent them down in their fish. They could just give us beer. We also prevented a banshee from ruining their tavern. Just saying.
True.
But we also started a fight last time we were here.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you
she
guys,
was gone.
It was a whole thing.
yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm here. I'm just not in image right now.
Yeah. Okay, then I would like to, I assume I have enough because we never really, there was a time that I missed a thing and I still just don't really know how much gold I have. I've written down 400, but I don't feel like that's right.
It's pretty close to right.
Can I just baseline 400?
Yeah.
I think the last time we got gold, we had 55 each from the terrible people on the road.
I haven't really spent any money though.
Yeah. So
I think, and
80,
have you spent money?
No.
80 silver pieces is 8 gold, so you can afford this.
Okay, I'm going to just baseline Matt and I, because I don't think he knows how much gold he has either, at 400. And
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and spend 8 gold to go ahead and buy our table a round of drinks, a gallon of drinks, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, myself down is like 120 gold or something like that.
Yeah, but you haven't been updating.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're buying drinks at the table.
2 kegs, basically, right?
Yeah, she basically bought a keg full of beer, 100-gallon keg,
No,
or 100-gallon barrel.
we bought it for the whole, like for our table specifically, but like the bar in general, because I feel like loosey-goosey people are more likely to tell us things.
Everybody's super excited at the thought of you sharing this 100 gallons of ale with them. There are a few dwarves that take it as a challenge, though, so you may want to watch.
I would say let's make sure everyone has a drink in their hands before anyone gets seconds.
Okay. We will run it like kindergarten and make sure everybody has a drink in their hand before anybody gets seconds. Okay, so you guys have food, you have drinks. Who are you going to talk to in the tavern to find out what's going on?
The bartender.
All right, so you go up to the bartender. Bartender says, since you guys got back in town, we haven't had any issues with our water supply. Did you guys have anything to do with that?
Yes, we did.
What did you do?
So I'm going to say that I'm going to get there with him since he doesn't really know the story. Well, we actually just found out that there was this huge dragon just sucking up the water a little ways up the river, and so we went and talked him out of doing that, and he actually totally left the area, so you guys shouldn't have any issues with fishing or water anymore.
Huh? I think Ertrag would have seen a dragon when she went up there, but she is kind of lazy, so maybe not.
Do we have any proof? Did you guys lose
I have
dragons?
scales and teeth.
We're gonna call over. Hey, Eliana, you should come, or oh, fudge and rice.
Eliana.
Eliana, you should come and show us those cool dragon scales you picked up. I mean, it was pretty impressive. It was a big guy.
Sure. I take out 1 dragon scale and 1 tooth.
Those
And lay them
aren't
on the table.
Those aren't as uncommon as you'd think, but the water's back and you have some proof that you took care of a dragon, so I'll listen to you.
Could I use a charisma, or could I persuade him that this is like what happened. Like, I mean, it really did happen.
Sure.
I swear. I'm not trying to lie to you. I roll a
go
d20,
ahead.
right?
Yeah, roll a d20 for persuasion.
What did I get?
3.
Oh my god, I got a 6. Get it. Screw you guys.
He kind of raises his eyebrow at you and is like, I'm
Can I
roll?
no,
Tony,
it's already
Can I help since? Oh, okay.
No.
I thought maybe since I was the one that laid the stuff on the table. Okay.
No. However, he is more convinced by the person that laid the stuff on the table. So, together with everything, he at least semi-believes you enough to go along with the story.
For some reason I can't exit out of this.
So, are you going to ask him about the missing people, or are you going to...
Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to do.
All right. How is Elandrin going to ask him?
So,
Word your question carefully.
and how do we know that there's missing people?
Missing persons.
There's missing
Missing
person
people
flyers
signs?
everywhere.
So what is with all the missing people signs?
Well, honestly, I don't rightly know exactly what's going on. It would be really helpful if we had a town guard, but people they'll go to bed one night and then the next night they won't show up to their jobs or they won't show up to their farms, and things go fallow and we just don't know where they go. In fact, even the Baron's missing.
The Baron?
Do you know any of these people personally? And can you tell me about the circumstances that they went missing under?
Well, my sister's friend, her family, one day the husband went out and worked the farm of his boss, and the next day he didn't show up to work, and his boss went over and knocked on the door. Nobody answered. So he went in, and when he was in there, everybody was gone. It looked like there was a tussle, too.
Did he just switch to country?
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Okay, I was just checking.
Does anybody know if it has anything to do with that quake or the loud sound that sounded like it came from under the city before we went off to the river?
Don't rightly know.
Okay, so I was just curious, how many days, this is a DM question, how many days passed while we were solving the dragon problem?
So on your way to do the dragon problem, you were gone for 4 days, and then you spent 3 consecutive weeks or 15 in-game days in town. So it's been a total of 19 days since the last time you were in town.
So I was just curious about how many days ago did the disappearances start?
About a week ago.
A week ago. So it was not the sound.
I mean, y'all can go over to the Baron's house and look and see if you can find anything that'll tell you what happened if you really want. I mean, nobody's there to stop you.
Ooh,
Hey, do you know who was the last one that disappeared?
The Baron, I think.
You think so?
Well, I don't really pay attention to everything. I mean, people come in, they put little signs up on my wall, and that's about as far as I get. I should charge money to put a sign up on the wall, actually. I mean, I could probably make some good money with everybody disappearing.
That's true.
I think he makes a good point about searching the Baron's house.
Yeah.
I think we should look at the most recent, because a lot of what's going to be in the Barrens, I mean, we should look at the Barrens, but I think the most recent disappearance will give us like the most clues, because other people
Well,
have already looked at the house.
he said that he thinks the most recent was the Baron.
Yeah.
You think?
Also, nobody there to stop us means lots of free stuff.
I think Tony's saying he's only prepared
I
a
don't
story
agree
about
with
the
that.
Baron.
No,
That is
we're
not true.
stupid.
I can make this story about the Baron about anybody in town, John. Yeah. I mean, people are missing. The Baron was probably the last person to go missing. I mean, the tavern keeper in a town this size is basically your best bet for any kind of information on what's going on in the town. So if he thinks the tavern or the Baron is the last person to go missing, he's probably right.
I know where the Baron lives.
Yeah, that should be good.
Well, you see when you're walking around the middle of town, you see that big house on the other side of the plaza next to the hotel or the inn. Well, that big house is the Baron's house.
Oh.
Well, the Baron's manor.
Check out the Baron's house. I feel like this is turning into a Sherlock Holmes.
I like mysteries.
I'm up for going.
Yep, I'll definitely go. I'm all about missing persons.
Cool.
Yeah, that's his MO, and he hasn't gotten to do anything like that yet, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can we? He's eating rice.
Who is eating rice?
I'd like to just kind of like scope around and see if there's anyone that looks kind of suspicious around the tavern right now.
Well, have you looked in the mirror?
Okay.
I mean,
rude.
I don't want to say that the 7 people that look like they're just jumped out of an 80s horror flick are the most suspicious in town, but you're the only ones that are carrying weapons. And
What's a flick?
I'd like to look and see if there are any like very intense conversations that look like they might be discussing something that relates to this. How about that?
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Hold on, I don't remember what my dex or my modifier is.
Right over here, Earl and Betty in the corner talking about their hernias. That's a pretty intense conversation.
I rolled a 13.
All right. So let's see here. 13 wisdom. Okay. So as far as you can see, that there are a few people talking hurriedly, but spring's coming to a close, and the crops still need to finish getting planted. There are a few people that are kind of upset that their crops haven't been planted yet by their farm hands. There's 1 or 2 people in crimson cloaks not really doing much, and a few dwarves that are looking like they're going to start a fight. Yeah, you recognize one of these dwarves, by the way.
Is it one of the ones we got in a fight with last time?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I got him beer. He can calm.
You did.
down.
He's okay. Beer has very different effects. I mean, you're in the middle of Fake Patty's Day. So beer has very differing effects on different people. Some people get calm and like fall asleep. Some people get cranky and start fights.
Well, shit.
Let's leave.
Have they had more than 2 beers? Because I'm gonna go ahead and like make sure that the alcohol gets sent other ways. Accidentally.
Are you talking about 2 beers from the beer in your barrel, or 2 beers total since they got there?
In my barrel.
They've only had the 1 from your barrel, but they were looking pretty hammered before you got there.
My gosh. Okay, well, I'm good. I'm good then. I can leave and go with everyone.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to the Baron's house.
Let's
All right.
Enjoy the rest of the beer.
So you cross the plaza, and next to the inn that you've been staying at for the last 3 weeks, which I mean honestly is pretty cheap. You see the Baron's house, and compared to the other houses in this area, it looks much better maintained. It is the Baron's house, after all. But even though it looks much better, it's still not even as nice as like probably middle of the road house in Grindberg. So you get up to the front door. So this is the main floor of the Baron's house. So as you go in the door, the first thing that hits you is the fact that it looks like someone set the table for dinner, but never ate their dinner. Never ate.
Which
How
one's
drunk am I?
You're not very drunk.
Okay, so never mind.
We've only had one. You were gonna eat it, weren't you? You nasty. Don't look like that, Fenthwick.
Well, the table's
Can I check for any kind of like different types of tracks or anything like that in the room? Would that be
Make a what would it be? Make a perception check for me.
okay? That would be perception.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, crap! I didn't get my dice
Actually,
out for this yet.
investigation. Sorry.
Investigation. It wouldn't be nature looking for tracks.
Not in a house. This is literally investigating a disappearance.
I guess I would say my perception. Okay. Sorry, I have a baby grabbing at my headphones.
It's all right.
Oh, stupid dice. Okay, let me see. Do I have a d20 in my hand? Oh. Grabbing all the dice but a d20. Gosh dang it. Found one. Ooh. 17, and you said investigation, so that's 3, so 20.
Okay. So it's a little bit faint because it's been a few days, but nobody's really been in the house to check anything. Please mute yourself again.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
So, but it has been a few days since the disappearance, but since nobody's really been in here, the tracks haven't really diminished. You see a number of normal-sized humanoid tracks moving both from the basement and to the basement, as well as tracks going upstairs. Additionally, through your investigation, you can tell that it looks like there was a bit of a scuffle down here.
I'd like to go upstairs since there are no tracks coming back downstairs.
Sorry, there were tracks going back downstairs. I apologize. They're
Okay.
going both up and down the stairs leading to the top floor and up and down the stairs leading to the basement.
Okay, sorry. How you worded that was that there were none
No.
coming back down. So I was like,
No, I
oh,
understand. That was my mistake.
I do think we should go check upstairs, though. There might be something interesting or useful there.
And downstairs too, eventually.
Before we
Yes,
go
also-
upstairs, can you tell how many tracks there are?
With Eliana's 20, there's definitely more than one set of tracks, but the exact number is hard to pin down.
Okay.
Did the Baron live alone?
No, the Baron had a wife and 3 kids.
And
Are they
Nate
here?
is fair too.
Yeah, everybody's gone.
So the tracks don't necessarily mean anything because he had a family and kids. But they're all gone, so that's still weird AF. Let's go upstairs.
All right. Walking up the stairs, you see there are a few holes in the walls along the wall of the staircase. Again, it looks like the scuffle that was going on in this first floor led upstairs. Once you get upstairs, which is this area, maybe it'll... Nope, there we go. So once you get up to the second floor, the master bedroom's up here as well as the study. Go ahead and roll another investigation check, somebody.
I can, well, what do I have?
Your wisdom is an 8. So if
Yeah.
I would
Someone else
recommend,
should roll investigation.
I think investigation's intelligence. I'm also not great at it. though. So
I'm
Hey,
good.
Tony, I'm really sorry. Can you repeat what you just said? Because my internet kicked me off and I couldn't hear anything.
I was having somebody roll an investigation check.
I
and-
did, but I forgot my speaker was off, so I got a 21.
All right.
Oh wow. Dang. Okay.
I rolled a 17 the first time. This time I rolled an 18.
Okay. So up here, you see that it looks like the scuffle continued into the master bedroom, and it looks like somebody reached under the bed and pulled out a trunk, and the trunk is open, and it looks like there's something missing from the trunk, and there's also blood around the area around the trunk.
Does it look like human blood?
It looks like humanoid blood, yeah.
Okay.
What are the remaining contents of the trunk?
The remaining contents of the trunk are a few papers, some land deeds. Let's see, what else would a baron have in his trunk? Some underwear, a lacy pair of underwear as well, because it's the master bedroom, and a dagger.
Oh my gosh, a dagger. Can we tell what the size and general shape of the object in the trunk was?
It was probably about, given the size of the divot in the papers, it looks like it was probably a sword that was about 4 feet long.
Sword. So somebody got hurt with a sword here, guys.
So the bedroom was the only place that the scuffle took place in, not the study.
In the study looks pretty much untouched.
Okay.
Can we? I don't know. Never mind.
I'm going to investigate the study to see if there's anything useful in there that would help us understand why the Baron was targeted.
Okay. In the study, you see a bunch of books on what is effectively an idiot's guide to running a town. You see a bunch of paperwork on how to make sure that land disputes are settled fairly. You see one suspicious stack of papers about that is discussing the sale of a property outside of town, known as just listed as the castle west of or east of town. That looks potentially suspicious just based on the name you see on there, which is something Vergess. But it's labeled a couple hundred years ago as far as the date, so it looks like it's something that happened well in the past. Other than that, there's not a whole lot in the study, other than like random books on like the family tree of this baron, etc.
Do you all remember that wand that I got from that young necromancer? No.
Yes.
I think that was called the Wand of Vergess.
Yes, it was. I think the whole cult was the cult of Vergas. So I'm going to hang on to these papers because I think they might be useful to us at some point. If nothing else, they'll help us understand more about how Vergas came to be.
I agree.
I think we should check out the basement.
Okay. People want to go to the basement?
Eliana, do you think that you'd be able to track this blood now that we found it?
So here's the deal, Kag. The blood is located near the chest, but it didn't lead up or down the stairs. This is the only area this blood is located.
Oh, this is very curious.
That is pretty curious.
I walk into the room and say, "Hey, is there anything underneath the chest?"
Oh my gosh. Is the chest a secret passage like in Harry Potter that goes down into like a huge like chamber where they're keeping him?
Of secrets?
No.
I'm going to guess they would have put that on
Come on.
the
second
Goblet of
floor.
Fire. Tell me you've seen Goblet of Fire.
I think I hear
Hidden
something
in a
whispering.
chest. Mad-Eye Moody. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm only-
so Lisa, you move the chest out of the way, and it looks like it's just regular floorboards underneath it.
Well, that sucks. And I stomp my foot onto the floorboard.
Roll a dexterity check for me.
He's gonna break your ankle.
6.
You fall through the floor, taking.
Where do I end up? In the kitchen?
This
Fall
was
into a secret room.
Actually, you do fall into the kitchen,
Okay.
taking 10 points of bludgeoning damage from your fall.
What the fuck? Dude. I suppose that's better than slipping on the blood, so.
Oh man, I should have had you break your neck. No.
Well, at least you know there's not a secret room.
Yeah.
We should. You should check.
You okay
inside
down
of-
there? Sorry.
Are you okay down there, Illyria?
Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Can we check inside the chest?
Weird.
Oh.
You already did, but you can definitely continue to look inside the chest if you really want to.
No, that's fine. I was getting an orange, I think, when that happened.
Can I cast Pass Without Trace on everybody if we're going to the basement and I'm not trusting basements?
You can once you're down in the kitchen where Eliana fell. Or Illyria fell.
Bye.
Good.
Okay. Darn it, Illyria.
Sorry.
She did stomp on the floor.
We can go to the basement.
I mean, if everybody wants to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, you can just jump.
Can I
I
jump
take a
on
pi-
her and not take damage?
I rolled out of the way.
All right, so you
Actually, I
guys go
think-
down.
That where it's like
I throw a pillow through the hole at her.
Okay, so you threw a pillow at her. So you head downstairs, and Eliana casts Pass Without a Trace. You go.
So we all need to roll stealth.
Okay.
add 10.
I mean, I'll tell you when to roll stealth.
Oh, okay. Well, then we add 10 whenever we roll stealth.
Yeah, because right now you don't really need to because you're in a house. So you're in the basement.
Oh, this is not good. He pulled out the character pieces.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to pull out the character pieces. Over in this corner, you see just a bunch of what looks like a root cellar where they're keeping carrots, mushrooms, that kind of stuff. In the other corner over here, you see a bunch of barrels. Roll an investigation check for me. Somebody.
I'm going to let Illyria roll this because she's been doing well.
You're
I got a
Illyria.
13. I got
I mean,
16.
Eliana, I'm sorry.
So you got a 16?
Did you just
Yeah.
call Laura your own name?
She did.
I
She
did.
called Laura by her name.
What are you drinking there?
Isn't that the name?
It was the fall. She hit her head.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay. So upon investigating the basement, you find that there's a break in the wall over here. Right there.
Ooh.
It's the Chamber of Secrets.
Yes!
All right, I need everybody to roll stealth for me.
We get to add 10 to it, right?
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Eliana.
All right. 25 to 20.
Low CAG.
Okay, Lokag, what did you roll?
24.
Okay. Who else was 25 to 20? Okay. 15 to 20.
16.
Stealth check.
Yeah. Illyria, what did you roll?
19.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, wait, sorry. I totally forgot about my disadvantage. Never mind. I got a 15. A natural.
Everybody's adding a 10 to it, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So wait, Lokag, you had a 15 instead?
Yeah, because I forgot about my disadvantage.
And the
for my
barbecue
armor.
sauce.
Okay. Finthwick, what did you roll?
16.
Nova, what did you roll?
9,
Did
So-
you add 10?
20, or 19.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're investigating, nothing really happens.
Oh, crap. Sorry, Tony.
Yeah.
I forgot to add my +1 for stealth, so that's a 17 instead of 16.
Okay. Actually, that does help because you're one of the lowest. Okay, so are you going in the hole? What are you doing?
Go in the
I'm
hole.
running.
So you're going in the hole.
How big is the hole? Do we have to like crawl through it?
The hole is about 5 feet by 3 feet.
So
Does
Lokag has to
Lokag even
crawl.
fit?
Lokag will fit, but he has to like scrunch down.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision, so I can't see. I have light, but I don't want to cast it right now since we're sneaking.
I have a lantern.
But he doesn't want any light.
Okay, so you're sneaking. Nova, you're gonna light the lantern?
Uh-huh.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
It's in
No.
character.
Just grab onto the back of the other person.
I'm in character. Is that what you just said, John?
Yeah, your character has low wisdom, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Whoa, it's not that bad. I have an 8.
but she has decent intelligence. She's smart enough to know better.
Intelligence does not imply wisdom, though.
No.
But
intelligence-
I have a lot of knowledge, but I don't have a lot of like smarts.
Is it low light or zero light?
So at the entrance of the hole, it's low light, but as you get further in, it gets to pitch black.
I think we should go slowly, but
So elves can't see at all.
Elves can see 60 feet in darkness, and it's basically like it's dim light, so you can't make out colors, but you can make out shapes and such.
I think
Okay.
we should have one in the front and one in the back. For
Okay.
the elves, way we have like people who can look back and see, and people who can look front and see.
Sure. Do you want to go in front or behind?
That was you.
The lantern?
Okay.
I'll go in front.
Okay. I will.
I'd like to be close to the front. It's like a second. If that's okay.
All right. So as you're going through the tunnel or going through the hole, you notice that the floor here is rocky and it has a slope down. And the passageway is wide enough to where only one person, it has to be single file throughout. So I'm just going to line
I have a question.
Yeah.
Before we go too far, can I use my ability? What's it called? I can like detect beings, evil or undead around me.
Yeah.
Can I use that ability to see if there's anyone within? I think it's 100 feet.
Go ahead.
One of the two.
Is there a roll associated with that or no?
No, I think I can just sense it.
Okay. There is no
Since I'm-
there are no fiends or undead or celestials around you.
Oh yeah, Celestial is the other one. Okay. I just don't want to go
Alright,
running into an undead party.
That sounds like the best kind of party.
I mean, it's what Big Patty's Day is kind of like, right? Undead party.
Yeah.
I think there was a song written about that in the 80s.
All right, so who's up front here?
I am.
Landon.
Alandrin is. Wait. Hold on. So the squishiest person is up front.
I actually thought about that
You're
right after I said.
Straight places.
Okay.
He's excited
Yeah.
about
Hey, Tony, I have a question.
What?
If I turn into one of my beast forms, does that break concentration, or can I keep Pass Without Trace?
I'm pretty sure that breaks concentration.
Darn it. Okay. Never mind.
So Alandrin's up front, followed by Cag, then Borin, then who?
I'll go next
Okay, so then we have Nova.
because I can't see.
Right. Who's next?
I'll be wherever, as long as I'm not like towards the front.
Okay, then we have Benthwick, and who's taking up the rear, Eliana or Illyria?
So I just checked. Usually, if you transform, it like breaks concentration, but I think druids explicitly can still concentrate.
Let me look.
It's like deep buried in the druid rules.
Going to the books.
Yeah, I'll do the book. Other folks, continue walking through your tunnel.
Nothing.
You laughed at me.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Should we all pretend like we're walking?
Yeah. Well, I'm like sitting on a medicine or an exercise ball, so it makes it a little bit easier.
What?
It really does.
Yeah, I haven't bought like an actual office chair yet, so I just have an exercise ball to sit on.
Oh.
Okay, so Eliana, Cag is right. You do not break your concentration.
Sit.
So what did you want to change into?
Well, I don't have a lot of animals I can change into right now that I've seen. I was considering a lion, but I'm trying to find the information on it.
All right. So as you continue down through this passageway, the passageway suddenly opens up into a wide cavern, and in front of you is a dark and desolate city underneath the village of Festerhelm.
Still bar- Is it still black?
It is still pitch black.
So I
Okay,
can't.
Like magical darkness or just dark darkness?
Do you know that?
Well, I have dark vision, so I assume I would be able to see if it's not.
Back. Got it
Okay,
back.
yeah, it's regular darkness.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So all the people with dark vision are like, oh, and everyone else is like, what do you guys see?
Yeah, pretty much.
Which happens to be most of us that have dark vision.
Yeah.
Can I sense any people again, or what is that called? Give me my book. Here it is.
To answer your question while you look up what it's called, no, there's still no fiends, undead, or celestials.
Could I light a lantern?
You can certainly light a lantern.
Hey, Tony, I am going to go lion.
Okay. Does a lion have dark vision?
It's a cat.
But
Yeah.
lions are very diurnal.
I'll go back to the book to check, but go ahead and
Yeah, it doesn't.
for now.
It doesn't say here where I'm looking at. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
no,
on.
it doesn't say.
I'll look. So now that you guys are in town, what are you doing? Or in this cavernous city underground?
Am I noticing anything weird on the walls? Any writings or anything like that?
What walls?
Like in the
Walls,
cavern.
buildings?
Do I see anything interesting? Do I need to make a perception check for that?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
While all of the lanterns are being lit and people are turning into lions and stuff, I'm going to step 20 feet away from where all of that stuff is happening and use Mask of the Wilds to partially conceal myself.
I got a 12.
Yeah, but Illyria, if you step out of that, isn't that out of range of without trace or whatever that's called?
Pass without trace can work, I think, up to 30 feet. Yeah.
So yeah.
Far enough, but still far away.
I mean, I don't have to light the lantern.
I mean, you could do it. It's cool. I'm just like a little bit worried. And like, if somebody comes, I don't want them to find everybody in the party at once.
Yeah, but then none of us can fight if somebody does come, even if. And if they're living in complete darkness, they can probably see regardless of if we have a light or not. So we're fucked either way.
Even if I'm 20 feet away, I can still join in the fight. Like, I have a traveling distance. 40 feet per turn or something, so I can get there if somebody attacks you. I just want to be far enough away that I can also hide, get initiative over people.
So I like Olivia, and she's like protected me before, so I'm gonna like hang back with her.
So Eliana, you do not have dark vision as a lion, so you're effectively blind.
You could turn into
Can I just not turn into a lion right now then? Can I hold off, or are you saying I already turned into a lion? Because I feel like my character would know if they had dark vision or not.
She would, so I'll let you not.
What is without a trace consist of? Is that just
Pass without a trace?
Yeah, pass without a trace. Does that just affect footsteps?
It affects footsteps and it affects visibility. So anything that uses tactile sensations or scent can still find you.
So if I like described what is in front of us, it wouldn't be affected.
So they could hear what you're saying, but it would not. Yeah, it would be harder to.
What do you mean?
For somebody to find you based on sound.
So is Illyria lighting a lantern? Because if that's the case, I'm going to cast light.
No, you mean Nova.
It was Nova.
Oh, Nova. Right, sorry.
I don't think you guys should yet.
Okay, then I won't. Okay, so my thought process is, and you guys can counter on this, that there are two of us in this party that can literally see nothing. So if somebody attacks us, we can't do anything. And are we really going to spend the time to light a lantern in the middle of a battle?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, do we not light it?
I literally have an attack I have an attack called Flame Blade, which emits light when I attack with it.
But
so that
only lasts as long as the attack. So
it stays in my hand and it keeps like a dim light.
Here's my thought. Nova.
It sheds a bright light 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. And I think it stays in my hand.
Well, I know that there's nobody within 60 feet of us on any side.
You know there are no Fae, Celestial, or Fiends within 60 feet of you. Other things could be right next to you.
Here's my thought. Nova, if you want to light a lantern, light the lantern. Like, we don't need to, like, just because I stepped out of the way doesn't mean that you can't light the lantern. Like, if you think that your character thinks that that'd be beneficial to everyone, I say do it. And if somebody fights us, so what?
It's part of the game. I mean, it depends on what you think your character would do or what you want your character to do.
By the way, Tony, it's Celestial, Fiend, and Undead that I can sense. And it's a 60-foot radius around me.
Yeah, so that's all you can sense. You couldn't sense if it were, say, a Fae or an aberration or anything.
Can we see the edges of this cavern? Do we know how big it is exactly, or does our line of sight fade into darkness?
So the width of this cavern is wider than your dark vision will allow you to see.
Okay.
I could throw a lit stone across the cavern and see if I can.
Now that I feel like would call attention to us.
But it's also
true.
Okay. So are you still heading down, or are you stopped talking about this?
We're stopped.
You're stopped.
I think so.
Yeah, because I think we were deciding what to do now that we hit a cavern that I assume someone told us about.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know. I don't like walking in the dark, so.
I think that we should continue walking in the dark until we hit the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have detect magic, but it's another concentration spell, so it would break pass without trace.
Can I just? I can only use my divine sense 4 times, and I've used it twice. So I guess I'll wait. Never mind.
Let's keep going.
So
I
as
shout
you
from the back of the. Well, I guess I'm not really because we went out into the space. Never mind. Let's keep going.
So now that you can
Onward and downward.
Oh, actually, with that spell, I can also sense any place or object that's been consecrated or desecrated with a hollow spell. So do I sense that either?
How long in the past does that last?
It says within that same radius, you can detect any presence of an object or place that has been consecrated or desecrated with the hollow spell.
Okay.
As with the hollow spell. It can be
Yeah.
like anything that's been consecrated or desecrated. I think the hollow spell was an example.
Right, yeah. So within 60 feet of you, no.
Okay, but I assume that means we're coming up on something.
You can assume that if you would like. So as you continue to head down, the city gets closer and closer, and you realize that these are the ruins of the ancient civilization that tiefling told you about before you left to deal with the dragon. As you continue through the city, is anybody making sure that there's nobody watching them from the city, or are we just...
People who can see.
Yeah.
Go.
I was assuming that anytime we came into a new area, I was gonna look around and keep doing a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing a perception check. Lisa, before everybody went to go find the dragon, I think this was when you weren't in the town.
Right.
We heard a loud noise coming from underneath the village, and they found a tiefling that told them that the city is built on an ancient civilization, but beyond that, he didn't know.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
By the way, that roll sucked. I got a 15.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be any movement coming from any of the buildings right now. In order to continue through this cavern, you have to walk between buildings, and basically you're surrounded by buildings on every side.
Tony?
Yeah.
I just rolled a 21 on my perception check. Do I see anything?
From the corner of your eye, you see a dark figure move across a window of one of the buildings ahead of you.
There's something in the buildings, guys.
Can I get sauce?
I can't tell, but there's something moving inside.
All right. Let's see.
No, they only give you one.
That's lame.
It is.
Six. Okay. So now that you're in between these buildings, are you guys still walking in a straight line?
No. Let's cluster a little more. Wait, can we put the people who can't see? Let's put the people who can't see inside of the people who can.
We already were.
So wait. How are you putting people inside of other people?
No, I mean let's make a circle around the people who can't see so that
A
those
protection bubble?
surrounding, yes, those who can.
Okay, I cannot see. Dwarves, I believe, can. Dragonborn cannot see. Gnomes can see. half elves. Okay. What is? It's +7. Okay. That misses everybody. That misses everybody. 8. So. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're going to try to hit Elandrin.
Wait, is something shooting at us?
You're about to find out. Elandrin and Illyria. Illyria, does a 14 hit you?
Sorry, I don't know why. No, it doesn't.
Okay. 14 does not hit you. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Elandrin, does a 20 and a 14 hit you?
Yes, they actually both do.
Okay. I don't know why I closed the book. I needed to have the book open still.
Let me see real fast.
Six. 2d6. So I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws for me, Elandrin.
2 Constitution saving throws.
Yeah.
With a 14 and 20, and the Constitution is a. Okay.
Sorry, say that again, Elandrin. What were your 2
It
Constitution?
was a 14 and 20 is what they rolled.
Okay.
Okay, that's correct though?
Yeah. And then your Constitution saving throws were 14 and 20, you said?
Or no, that's what they rolled to hit me with, right?
Yeah, the 14.
Okay. So I have a 13 and an 18.
Okay. You do not fall unconscious. So 3 and I'm ready to go. 3 and 6. So you take 9 points of piercing damage.
9 points.
And so now that we have kind of shown themselves, you find that they are in the top floor of one of these 4-story buildings, and they're leaning out with their crossbows shooting down at you.
Of course they are.
Did you say the 4th floor?
4th floor.
Oh, jeez.
And what are they? Do we know yet?
They look humanoid. They look a lot like Illyria and a lot like Finthwick, or a lot like Elandrin.
So they're like darkness elves?
They're elves. Yeah.
Can we see how many of them there are?
You only see the 2 that hit you with the crossbow bolts.
Is there a nearby doorway that will take us to the 4th floor?
This looks like it's the back of the building, and no, there's no doorway here.
Can we run around the building until we find one?
You can certainly try. So, are people going to run around the building?
Do we know what these buildings are made out of?
They're made out of stone.
Okay, so no like running through them. Through the
No.
walls.
No.
Do you have any inkling as to why they're attacking us? They probably are just terrified because somebody's been dragging bodies through their village.
Unless they are the ones who are taking the bodies.
I think we should believe in the best in people until we know better. I'd like to assume they're not evil.
Jen is playing lawful nice right now instead of lawful good.
What? I'm not lawful good. I'm chaotic good. Dog.
Wait, I thought you were lawful. You're a paladin.
I'm chaotic.
Okay. Yeah, it says so on your sheet. Okay. So we have a vote for run around the building and try to get to these people. Any votes for staying and just letting them pick you off one by one?
I'd like to call out to them, maybe, if that's allowed.
Do you speak Elvish?
If we have any time to do stuff, I'm definitely going to cast light.
Okay.
Because I can't see what's going on. I'm going to cast it on my shield.
Okay. Go ahead and cast light.
I mean, I don't speak Elvish, but assumedly most elves would speak Common, right?
Most surface-dwelling elves would speak Common.
Fuck it, I'll just follow everyone else.
I would call out and ask why.
Why? So, is this happening before or after Cag lit his shield?
Do it before.
Before.
There's
do we
no
know
response.
do we know that they're Elvish?
From what you could see from the people that were holding the crossbows, you could tell that they looked a lot like you and Elandrin. That's all you could tell.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Stop! We are of your kind.
There's no response.
But if they stop shooting at us?
I mean, I'm taking these as kind of like your actions in combat.
Excellent. Okay.
And Cag, once you light the shield, you see them turn away from the light and run away.
Hey, light was good in this case.
Yeah. All flee from the might of Lokag.
Okay. While you guys try to figure out what you're going to be doing, I'm going to go upstairs and grab some pizza real quick.
Okay. Well, that sucked.
Well, this is certainly a clue.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh, go ahead.
Luna,
Luna, what are you barking at?
you're doing some awoos.
Guy doesn't even care. She's just sitting here like, someone's barking. Whatevs.
My guess is that they're drows, which are kind of like evil-ish kinds of elves.
I think if you go through Xanthar's guide, or maybe it was something else, I know that there's a type of elf that's specific to like the underworld.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. They're called drows.
I think they worship like a spider goddess.
Yeah, they worship like a demon. They believe that like surface dwelling people and other races are completely worthless and that they should be enslaved, which is my guess as to where all of the people are going.
Would our characters know this, though?
Mine would, because of her backstory.
Okay.
I
So
feel
I
like
just-
Landrin would know.
Hold on, Tony wants to know what we're talking about. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Tony says, Lisa, that you've seen one of these before.
I know I have. That's why I'm like, I know this. It's okay that
Okay, cool.
It's my
So our
backstory.
characters
She
actually
was
know
saying
some of
that
this
she
stuff.
knew this.
So Illyria kind of explains some of this to us.
Did we go around and try to go into that house where they were shooting from?
Well,
We
If
don't know
we-
where else they could be.
if we get to the right angle, I can maybe knock some of them off of their perch down to the floor below with my blast.
That would be
What was
awesome.
that,
Yeah.
Tony? I'm assuming we took cover, but he wants to know if we're stopped in the middle of the street talking about this.
Maybe
I-
we should at least get up like against a wall somewhere.
Yeah, we're assuming we're like up against a wall somewhere, still taking cover.
You know, maybe I'm occasionally popping out around the side, shooting a blast, and then recovering.
But they're not bothering us right now, Matt or John. Sorry.
I'm assuming we're having like a movie-style shootout where we're taking shots at each other, but we're in cover.
Well, they
But
don't.
they ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran away from the
Oh,
light.
they're just gone?
Yeah.
Regular cover then.
Yeah, they will run away from anything that is lit, which is why they disappear. Because, I forget his name. Lokag. I'm like, Rokag. Lokag lit a shield. So that's casting enough light that they'll shine away. So actually, if Nova wants to light her lantern, that might actually be a good way to protect us as we move through the village and try to figure out what's going on. And then we wouldn't actually have to kill these people.
Yeah, sure. I can go ahead and light my lantern.
So,
And I can do produce flame just as we're walking.
we are just like lighting the shit out of this cavern right now. Like,
Did you set one of these buildings?
fireworks.
Hey, why don't we have Lokag go ahead and send one of his lit up stones into the air? Fuck them all.
You can probably shoot some flame into the air. And that wouldn't be a spell and it wouldn't waste anything.
I feel like Mr. Chaotic Neutral, you know, our sorcerer could probably just set something like a building on fire.
Hey, Landrin, do you want to set a building on fire for funsies?
But what if there's people in the building?
He says why not.
Chaotic Neutral.
Landrin went ahead and set a building
let's
on fire.
But what if there's people in the building? And all this
Let's
time to hurt these people, and now we're setting their buildings on fire.
If we're worried about hostages, we could make someone invisible and like a sneaky person invisible who could then try to, I don't know, sneak in and go die hard on the bad guys.
I still voted just going into the building where they were shooting and try to capture one of them and find out what's going on.
I don't think we should.
That sounds fun.
I just want to get through this cavern. I'm not really sure that these are the people that kidnapped. Well, did we know for sure that it was at night that it happened?
Jen,
That's what everybody thinks.
Jen, did you catch the stuff that I said earlier about drows?
I heard some of it, but Alandrin did not.
Yeah, actually, will you
There-
recap? Sorry.
Yeah, so drows are a special class of elves that dwell underneath the ground. And they worship an evil demon god. They believe that the surface creatures are not fit for anything other than enslaving. So it's possible, entirely possible, that they've been taking people and enslaving them.
So then why are you worried about people being inside? Oh,
I think she's worried about the people that are being enslaved being inside one of these buildings.
but why would they be? Okay, I see your point. My brain just was thinking they wouldn't be inside the buildings. They'd be like working on something.
Well,
Like
maybe we should
Egyptian
go.
slaves.
Maybe it's a
Something
tectile.
Statue.
I was just thinking about how Nova didn't want to harm the creatures to start off with, and that
Oh no, I don't want to.
right.
I'm telling you what he said. He is going to
Oh,
light the building on fire, not me.
I was confused.
Do we have to
No.
put out a fire right now, or
Not good.
No, I'm not.
What-
I'm not the
what if-
type to hurt somebody, but Alandrin's chaotic neutral, so lighting a building on fire is well within his realm of reality.
I wonder if it'd be possible to climb these buildings, like if the rock is like really old, if there are lots of cracks and stuff in it.
I mean, I recommend not climbing the one that's on fire.
I didn't.
There's a building on-
light something on fire. I just said I was open to the idea.
I mean, if people are lighting things on fire, I'm going to need confirmation that
No,
this is happening.
no confirmation yet.
Don't do it, actually. The way he said that made me think that he's not actually wanting us to light things on
Could we-
fire,
could
and he's
we-
just going to blow
Oh,
our shit up.
I'm fine with you lighting things on fire. It's whether or not you guys are going to be fine with the consequences.
Yeah, that's what I
no,
meant.
We've drawn a small amount of attention, and I think that we should, move as silently through this place as we can. But on the other hand,
question?
these people.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just going to say if we've only encountered 2 of them, then we could possibly take them on and get information out of them.
So they ran off.
They ran off already?
When we lit the flame, they ran off.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
We could
Well, they were in a building. We could run around the other building before possibly they got out of it. But
I mean, after this conversation we've had that's taken literally 10 minutes, I'd say they probably are gone.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
Okay. So I say we just continue to progress the way that we have been without drawing too much attention to ourselves.
Thank you, Dan, for saying the thing that we're all thinking. Or at least.
All right. So you guys are still in the street just against a wall, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have some fun.
We're gonna die.
I'm gonna turn into a brown bear.
Oh, you don't know what's going on right now. You want to turn into a brown bear in the middle of the conversation?
Immediate response.
Yes, yeah.
Bear. Bear. He's got it. He'll be fine.
Like mid-sentence. Like,
Everybody re-roll stealth, please.
Somebody sneezes and Laura turns into a bear.
I still got my light going. So,
You still have your light going?
Yeah.
So roll at disadvantage for me.
I already have disadvantage, so
Super double disadvantage.
awesome. Ooh, first one's not bad.
Sorry.
Matt just tried, Laura. Matt just tried to give the cat onions.
I did not.
He did.
Tony, I'm away from my die right now. Can you roll for me?
Yeah. Ah, fudge. All right.
You want? Nope. I'm
Pinprick
turning into my
lives.
lion. I'm turning into my lion.
Why? You don't have any reason to turn into your lion right now.
He wants to be a lion.
But she has no reason to turn into a lion. I want to know
Just
why
love
she's turning into a
lions.
lion.
Stealth and passive perception.
Let me see here. Fenwick.
You're so good at this.
Okay, who is... I have a message in the chat.
Roll 14 for
Yeah, you should still have the plus 10 from
Why
Eliana.
did you?
Yeah, that's supposed to last for an hour.
You got 24.
No. I have a 15 for stealth.
You rolled a 5 or a 4 or whatever.
5.
Okay. Cag, what did you roll?
I got a 14 as the worst of 3 rolls, and then plus 14 for 28.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I turned into a lion, by the way.
Eliana, what did you roll?
Stealth.
I rolled a 3, but since I turned into a lion, it is now a 19.
Okay. Boren rolled a 17. Nova, what did you roll?
I actually rolled a 29.
Nice.
Sweet.
Retroactively, no one has ever seen you in your entire life. You're just now realizing this.
The perfect stealth check.
No, I'm not stealthy though. That's
Tony, if you haven't rolled for
Whoa.
me, I just hit a 31.
You got a 26, bro.
That works too.
All right. So as you guys are kind of sitting in a corner, surprisingly, Cag has his shield set in such a way that it just looks like a reflection off the rock for somehow, instead of you guys being obviously there.
It's just a really bright light that, like,
Exactly. So as you're sitting there, you see a group of 5 drow, well, 6 drow, with one of them clearly being the leader, leading this group of drow through the streets. And they pass you without seeing you.
Did they have any people that weren't drow with them? Did we notice anything about that?
No, it's just the 6 of them.
Should we follow them, guys?
Yeah, let's follow. Oh, wait, no, you guys can't understand what I'm saying. Roar!
I speak with
How
animals.
loud do you roar?
It was a whisper. It was like, meow.
That's very different than a roar. Okay. So you follow them as they continue deeper into the Underdark, or into the town. And eventually you see them at the end of the cavern squeeze through another small hole.
Oh my god, they're just breaking into people's houses and kidnapping them by building little holes and they're enslaving them like assholes.
Well, let's wait and see what ends up happening. Let's hide here and see what they come back with and where they take it, if there is anything there.
How long are you going to be willing to sit at the end of this cavern waiting?
One evening.
Not long.
We
We
could send an
probably only
invisible
have.
lion through.
I rolled a 29 on stealth. Do you want me to go and like creep up and see if I can peek in the hole?
I mean, you can. Would you be
Would
able
that,
to
I
see
mean,
on
are we
it,
close
though?
enough that Laura's thing still works on me?
Would you be able to see on it, though? Because you don't have dark vision.
Well, shoot.
So it'd have to be one of us.
It
I
would.
could go up to the hole and look in it. I rolled a 26.
Yeah, you should. I mean, if you want to.
Okay. Tony, I peer through the hole. What do I see?
You see a small passageway that leads deeper down.
Down?
Down,
Not up.
not up.
Do you guys want me to continue to go down the passageway?
I think we should all go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And we should do the same thing as before with one of us in front and one of us in back.
That can see.
Only in this time you can be in front.
Brandon's a big baby. Watch, I'll make him cry.
No.
Okay. So Matt's in the back, Eliana's in the front. Other than that, everybody's the same. I got it.
Illyria's in the front.
Illyria's in the front. Yeah, that makes sense. Good call. Alrighty. So as you continue down,
Lokag's gonna put out his light now, just because, like, I don't know, we're in another like stealth situation.
okay,
Yeah. And I put out my lantern again, too. That probably helps.
yeah. All right. So as you continue down, you walk for a really long time following these drow down this corridor. You feel like you've been walking for hours because you have been walking for hours. You've been walking for roughly 6 hours now.
Do we have to re-roll stealth checks then, since Pass Without Trace ran out?
I'll let you know if you need to. All right. Okay, so that'll be fun to deal with. No, you have better stealth than that. Let's see. Something else that can...
Like this.
All right, so as you are continuing to walk down, you hear a loud rumble coming from in front of you, but not exactly in front of you, a little bit below you as well. And as you continue to walk, the rumbling gets louder and louder and louder until you see 3 feet in front of Illyria. 3 feet in front of Illyria, the ground begins to boil, and out pops an Umber Hulk. And it's initiative. I need people to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
my
jeez.
gosh.
I was
Can we
like,
light a light now?
18, Tony.
All right. 25 to 20.
15.
15 to 20.
18.
18. 10 to 15.
Oh my god.
5 to 10.
I got 11.
Lokag. Lokag's got
Okay,
8.
go.
I got 7.
Elandrin, what did you get?
A 14.
All right. And the doohickey gets... Oh, man, that is not high quality roll. All right. So first up is Finthwick.
All right. So we're just looking at the Hulk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just that one guy popped up.
There's no signs of other creatures in our vision right now.
In your vision, no.
Okay. I am going to immediately cast Hex on the Hulk. And
All right.
elect to give him disadvantage on...
I would say strength.
Can you actually realistically have a chance of grappling
I
this?
might not grapple him, but I might just keep trying to knock him down. I feel like grabbing him will probably hurt me a lot.
So,
Okay.
John, how close are you to this guy?
Oh, I don't know. Which character am I? I guess I've been letting
You are
him
here, so you're kind of in the middle. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me.
Charisma saving.
Yeah.
All right. 15.
Okay, you did.
You son of a bitch, you're lucky. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Okay. Yeah, I just hex the motherfucker and give him disadvantage on strength.
Okay. So he rolled a... next up is Borin. Borin is over here and is going to try to move closer and hit it with his
God, no. Give some to him.
Let's see. Borin misses and is going to move back. And next up is Illyria.
Okay. I'm going to.
What did you call this creature again?
It's an Umber Hulk.
I'm going to charge at it with my short sword.
Okay.
That was a horrible roll. Does a 12 hit it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I don't think I can I?
Okay. Next up is Eliana. Sorry, not Eliana. Elandrin. And I apologize. Illyria, can you roll a charisma saving throw for me real quick?
Awesome. I have no charisma, so money, no whammies.
I have a quick
Oh,
question.
I critted.
Critical 1 or critical 20?
No, 1.
Okay.
I wiggle my amulet, hoping that it will save me.
Ah.
Okay. Where's the D8? You run with your entire speed to here.
Okay. Why?
You are confused as shit.
Am I charmed by it?
No, it used its confusing gaze on you.
Okay.
So,
So that's not like charm or magic or anything.
no, it's just its gaze. So, Elandrin, what were you going to do? I need you to roll a... you're probably here. You're just out of the range of its confusing gaze. What do you do?
I will cast Scorching Ray on it.
Okay.
So that's the it's essentially 3 attacks, and I do a spell attack for each one, and then roll 2d6.
Okay.
So the first one is a 24.
Okay.
Second one, babe. I'm gonna re-roll that. The second one is also a 24, and the last one is an 11.
The first two hit, the last one misses.
All right. All right, so he takes 10
Gaia,
between the
stop.
two of them.
Gaia.
Okay.
I don't have my papers.
Next up is Nova.
Okay, so I actually have a different approach I'd like to ask you about.
Okay.
But I want to double check with you on this before I do it. So is it inappropriate that I Googled them?
A little bit?
Like I said. It is?
Yeah, but what did you find out that you were going to do?
I mean, I found out that they're intelligent and that they're often enslaved. So my curiosity is whether or not he's defensive because of the drows, and if we can convince him otherwise to help us rather than fight with us, because he's probably upset thinking that we're just coming here to enslave him.
Do you speak Umber Hulk?
Well, Fudge, no.
Then he's just going to keep attacking.
Okay, I was just curious. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have Googled, but I just didn't even know what exactly it was. So that was my bad.
That's okay.
I won't do it again. Okay, well, my turn then. I would like to get to my feet first. How far am I from him?
You are 25 feet, which reminds me, make a charisma saving throw.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Okay. You're not confused.
And I'm 25 feet, you said?
Yeah.
And how are the people in front of me affected by his gaze?
Right now, no.
Can I use Ensnaring Strike? Oh, no, that's
Sure.
10 feet. Can I run up and use Ensnaring Strike?
Yeah, go ahead and run up and...
I have to be within 10 feet, so.
Okay. So yeah, you can move to there.
Okay, then I'd like to use Ensnaring Strike on him.
All right, go ahead.
I just use it. He has to roll a, where's the book? Give me the book. He has to roll, I think, a strength throw. I don't remember.
He rolled a 9, so I'm guessing that probably fails.
Give me just a second, I'll tell you.
I mean, based on what your spell save DC would probably be.
Being a paladin, let's see.
Yeah, it should be 8 plus 2 plus whatever your spell ability modifier is.
I forget how to do spell ability modifiers.
It's okay.
Proficiency plus your spellcasting stat modifier.
Which is charisma, which is...
4.
Yeah, he failed. He failed. I'm looking at your charisma save DC, and he failed. Or your spell save DC, he failed.
And I can cast it at a second level. So he has to increase, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot above first.
Okay, so how much damage is it?
It's while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turn.
Okay, so it's at the beginning of his turn. All right.
You want me to go ahead and roll?
No. If it's 1d6, I'll just roll if it's on his turn. Because it's going to be he's trying to move.
Okay, cool. That's what I did with my turn then.
Okay. Next up is Lokag.
So first I have to make that charisma save, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go. No! I got a 9.
Okay, let's see here. Roll a d8 for me.
5.
Okay. You run that way.
Ouch. Okay. Do
That's
I have
the
any
end of your turn.
actions? Oh,
No,
fun.
you can't take any
Okay.
reactions or do anything. That's all you
Okay.
do. Eliana, you're up. Yeah.
Okay.
Confusing
And how
gaze
far
is
am
kind
I?
of fitting. You are here, so go ahead and make a charisma saving throw for me.
Well, how far away am I from the creature, though?
15 feet.
Oh, darn it. Okay. Well, maybe I'll figure something out. Okay, let's see if I make the charisma first. Ah, crap. I got to roll again. It ended up on the side because it rolled off my thing.
Okay.
It was between a 16 and a 6.
Yeah, that's a pretty big range.
Dang it, and I'm a lion, so that would be a 7.
All right. How far can a lion move?
50 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d8 for me.
A D8?
Yep.
Let's see if I grab the D8. Oh, that's a 12. A 1.
A 1?
Yes.
You do nothing on your entire turn. You just stand there.
Yeah.
All right.
I just sit there and I just like stare off into space in my lion way.
Wow. So he takes a whopping 2 damage from the ensnaring strike.
Sorry if you guys hear the music in the background. The baby's playing with her jumper and it has a lot of music.
That makes more sense.
Oh,
I'm like, why is there an ice cream truck?
All right. I need a d8. He is going to try to attack Nova here.
That's for you.
Me?
Yeah, he's going to.
I have a, hold on, 14 armor class.
No, your armor should be higher than that.
I haven't gotten new armor since we began.
Yeah, but you have a shield, don't you?
Yeah, that's including my shield, I think.
No, it can't be. Because I've got 16 here, including your shield.
Maybe I've never updated it.
I don't think you did.
Okay, 16 it is.
Alright.
Oh, wait, because I got that new shield. No, I didn't ever update it.
Yeah, so one of the attacks hits you. It is his. Right. It is a bite.
I got it.
Yeah.
You take 14 damage, Jen.
Oh my gosh. 22.
All right. Next up is we're back at the top of the round. Fenthwick.
All right, I'm ready to start chucking blasts.
All right, do it.
Boom. The first one is a +1, 16.
That misses.
Damn. Yeah, that's all I got.
Next up is Boren. Boren rolled a 3 on his check. Oh, I gotta roll a d8 for him. He does nothing, just sits there. Next up is Illyria.
I rolled a 2, and I know a 6 won't hit him.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. So, are you going to try to move closer to him, or are you going to stay back here?
I'm all the way over there. I thought I was like nearest to the camera.
You were, and then didn't you fail your charisma check?
No, but I mean, I thought that when I failed my charisma check and you moved my character, I thought it was whichever of those characters is when I'm looking at the board nearest to my camera in my view, so furthest away from me.
Sorry, it's this guy.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I don't know. How far is this thing's radius?
It's 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, I guess I'll like run up kind of closer because I failed my attack roll, so I'm not going to attack him.
Okay, next up, Galandrin.
Okay. I'm gonna try and firebolt him. So
Okay.
I roll a 12.
That misses.
All right.
Okay. Next up is Lokad.
Okay. Do I just have to make a charisma save? Or am I out of
No.
the range?
You are out of the range.
Okay, but 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm like really far away. Okay, I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Enhance Ability Strength on myself as an action,
Okay.
and then I'm going to move forward to 3, 4, pretty much like as close as I can get to him, which is like a speed of 6 squares. And then trying to figure out who's like the squishiest person here near the front lines.
Andrin?
Landrin?
No, it's Fenthwick is the closest.
Oh, am I that close to him? Fuck.
You're right there, bro.
I don't want to be right there, bro.
I'm gonna bonus action. So like as I'm gonna bonus action to use my bardic inspiration to give that to Fenthwick, who is inspired by my battle roar and charge towards the Umber Hulk.
I was really hoping you'd spirit chuck him out of the way. Like,
Spear check.
yeah.
I could just throw Fenthwick at the Umber Hulk, I guess.
He's so tiny.
I want to chuck spells at him, though.
From afar.
From a distance. A safe distance.
And then I'm done.
Okay. Next up is Eliana.
Okay, sorry, I missed a little bit of that because my mom called. But I'm guessing. So when I said how far of a distance my character can currently run, it didn't actually run anywhere.
No, because you rolled a 1 instead.
Oh, okay. Am I fearful? Like, can I still attack?
You can still attack.
Okay. I'd like to move. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna move 20 feet away from the target. Like, I want to be 20 feet away from the Umber Hulk. Not from where I was, just 20 feet away.
Yeah, you're like right there.
Okay. And then,
Go ahead and roll a charisma check for me.
every single time?
Every single time.
Gosh, dang it. 7.
Okay, roll a d8.
Even if I'm not looking at it?
Were you intentionally averting your gaze at the beginning of your turn?
I was assuming, as a lion, well, knowing that I wanted to move away from it, that I wasn't going to be looking at it.
Okay. For the rest of your turn, you will have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay, so I don't have to roll the d8 then?
No, you don't have to roll a d8, but you'll have disadvantage on your attack.
Disadvantage. Okay. So do I have an ally within 5 feet of the creature?
Yes.
Okay, and that gives me advantage then. So then I just have to do a straight roll.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to, so for pounce, it's not an actual attack. It's if I move at least 20 feet straight toward a target before hitting it with the claw attack, the target must succeed in a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. And if it's prone, the lion can take a bonus action to make a bite attack against it. So I'm going to do that for claw. So I'm rolling. Damn it. I rolled a 9.
My signature recipe.
That didn't hit. More than likely a 9.
No, but you do end up right there since you ran at him.
Well, I moved. So he would still need to succeed on a strength saving throw.
No, because you didn't hit.
It says if the lion moves at least 20 feet straight forward to target right before hitting it with a claw attack, the target must succeed a DC 13. It's separate from my claw attack.
It's separate from your claw attack? A claw attack?
Okay. It's pounce.
Okay, sorry. Hold on. Somebody cast Hex on him. What does Hex do for his? Because you said Hex with strength.
I think it only works on ability checks, not saving throws.
I believe that's correct.
Okay. He rolled a 16 for his strength.
Okay, so he's not knocked prone. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so my lion just basically runs into him like a brick building.
Yeah. He's looking around trying to find out what tickled him. Okay. It's his turn. He is going.
Wait, you skipped me.
Oh, sorry. No, but it's your turn.
I was gonna say. Trying to do here, Tony. Is anyone in the way of me hitting him with the frost
Nope.
breath? It's a 15-foot conical, so I'd be.
Yeah.
We're all right in front of it, but we're all next to each other, I think, for the most part.
However, you do have to roll your charisma check.
Right. What is it? Charisma?
Yeah.
14. Did I pass?
Yeah, you passed.
Okay, so we know how this works. I think we were playing my breath weapon wrong the last time. They have to roll a saving throw of 8 plus my Constitution modifier and my proficiency bonus. And then they take 2d6 on a failed save and 1d6 on a successful one.
He failed.
Okay, so do I roll the 2d6 or do you?
Go ahead and roll the 2d6.
4 and 3, so he takes 7.
Okay. It is now his turn. He is going to make 3 attacks against... Wait, hold on. Before he does his attack, he still has that ensnaring crap to deal with.
Yeah, he has to still take 2d6 because I'm a level 3 or fourth level.
Yeah. Okay. He gets his 2 attacks. Both of those are crap. That's crap. Okay, he misses all 3 times. It's now Fenthwick's turn.
Yeah, I wanna. How far are you pointing at me right now?
Yeah, you're right here.
Am I close enough to not have disadvantage, or far enough to not have disadvantage?
You're far enough to not have disadvantage, but you're close enough to have to roll the charisma check.
Oh, okay. So are you asking me charisma check first?
Yeah, do the charisma check first.
Do I add my modifier to that?
Yeah.
16.
Okay, you pass.
And I chuck a blast at him.
All right, go ahead.
16.
That hit. Wait, you rolled a 16 total?
No, that 18. I'm sorry. I rolled a 12. I've got 5 on my magic modifier plus the 1 for my wand.
Okay, that just hits.
Oh, that's my mark. Okay, cool. All right, so I hit him.
Yep.
Damage. I got the hex off on him, so we're gonna do 7 plus 3 is 10 plus a d6. 16.
Holy crap. Okay.
That also, Tony, I added repelling blast to my stuff, which means when I hit something with the Eldritch Blast, I get to knock it back 10 feet.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Do you want to run backwards at all? To get further away from?
Yeah, I'd like to create some space. I'm shooting range shots at him.
You'll move to here. Okay. Next up is Borin. That hits. It's a D8. Okay, next up is Illyria.
This thing actually been attacking us at all?
Oh yeah.
No, I have it ensnared right now.
Yeah, it can't move, but it has been attacking. It's
Okay.
just not been rolling very well.
That makes much more sense. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna run towards it. I'll try to hopelessly attack again. Good grief.
Okay, go ahead and roll that charisma check for me.
Oh, for shit's sake. I rolled a 12.
Okay, roll a D8.
4.
4. Okay, you stand there doing nothing.
Yes. Awesome.
Next up is Elandrin.
Wait, did I not get to attack it?
So on a confusing gaze, if you roll 1 to 4, you do nothing for your entire turn.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is why it kind of sucks. Elandrin, your turn.
All right, so I'm going to firebolt him again.
Okay.
I rolled a 18.
That hits.
All right.
Hiya. Did you just scare
And-
yourself with your own fart?
I hit him with a 6.
Okay.
I just scared herself with her own fart.
I saw it.
Next up is Nova.
Yeah, you remembered me this time.
Yep.
Do I need to roll charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled, it's with, so 14.
That fails. Go ahead
It
and
failed?
roll a D8.
It
Yeah.
worked last time, didn't it?
You rolled a 15 last time.
Oh. I had 14 last time, too.
Now we know the number.
Roll a D8 for me, Jen.
Oh, no. I can't.
Wow, 15's really hard.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Which one's the D8?
It's the one that looks like a diamond.
I thought that was a D10. This?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, this is a D10.
This is the
This is a D10. This is a D8.
Where is your D8?
Oh, there it is. I don't want to tell you what I got. Is it bad?
What
A
did you roll?
2?
A 2, you do nothing on your entire turn.
Aww.
Next up is Lokag.
All right, making that sweet charisma throw.
Yeah.
I crit, so that's 25.
All right. You
So
are
I'm-
not affected.
I Ooh. I have an idea. And never mind, it's not a good idea. I was thinking, like, what if I turn this guy invisible? But that's not smart. That won't like.
Let's not make him any harder to fight than he is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna run up to him and I'm going to try to knock him down. I'm gonna try to prone him.
Okay.
So that's a contested. And actually, first I'm gonna use a bonus action to give myself bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. Now it's time to roll some dice. So I get advantage. So I got 27.
He rolled a natural 20.
Why?
And I actually
Is
rolled it
that-
on screen so you would see it.
Is that better than 27?
A natural 20, a natural crit automatically succeeds against anything other than another crit,
Okay.
which sucks, I know, but
Then I am done.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Eliana.
Wait, actually, wait.
Wait.
He has disadvantage from Hex still,
Oh, shit, he does.
because this is an ability check.
He rolled a 4. Yeah, he's on the
Not
ground.
a nat 20. Sweet. Teamwork.
Okay. So let's see. Next up is Eliana.
Okay, sorry, I keep having to mute the thing because of the baby. I am going to ask a question that I don't know if we thought of this, but I'm assuming, can we still see?
Yeah, you can see.
Wait,
Right
like,
now.
I thought whatever light we had was put out.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or
Yes,
did Jen
that's
still
right.
have her lantern on?
I saw my lantern.
You still had it on, or did you have it off?
I turned it back on when we came in.
Okay.
Okay, she never turned it off. Okay,
Okay.
good to know. So, well, you said he's prone right now, right?
Yeah, he's prone, so you have advantage, and you don't have to make your charisma check.
If I already had advantage because somebody's about 5 feet away from him, does that mean I just have normal advantage still, or do I get like
Yeah.
double advantage?
You just
Double.
have You just get normal advantage.
Oh man, that would have been awesome. All right, so I'm gonna run up to it and go for a bite.
Okay.
She gonna do a bite.
I'm gonna bite him.
All
I'm
right.
gonna bite him.
I'm gonna bite his butt.
Okay.
And I have advantage, so I'll roll one more time. Ooh, one better. 17 plus 5, so 22. Does that hit?
That hits.
Okay, so I got a 1d8.
I need a battery and what's it called? Fire thing is going out.
4.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, that's 7 piercing damage.
Okay. Let's see. That was Eliana. It's now his turn. He's going to use his entire movement to stand up and to try to bite the fluffy lion in front of it.
Did you skip me again?
No, you went.
Oh,
I'm the
that's
very
just
last one.
No, she's right before Lokag.
Yeah, I said I'm the very last one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was like right before you, Laura. So I guess I must have missed that. Sorry.
So Laura, does a 17 hit you?
As a lion, my armor class is a 12.
Oh, crap. So all 3 of his attacks hit you then.
Oh, great.
Get
Okay,
Laura a little lion. Just don't use some money.
2, so 7. 17.
Oh, Venmo you, Tom.
No, don't worry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
start using Venmo all the time. It'll be great.
Um, 36 points of damage.
Is Laura dead?
My lion is, and I have 10 points of damage against me.
Can you ever do a lion again?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can do a lion again. I can only do, I could technically turn, on my next action, turn into another animal if I really wanted to.
Jen, what's the range on Ensnaring Strike?
10 foot. I have to stay 10 foot from him.
Okay. He takes 10 points of damage from the Ensnaring Strike. Next up is Finthwick.
Checking more blasts at him.
All right, do it.
11 plus. I roll a 7 plus 1. 18.
18 hits.
18 hits. And damage. Where's my damage?
Oh my god.
9 damage.
Okay. Next up is Boren.
What's wrong, Gaia?
Boren misses. Next up is Illyria.
Cool. Okay. I guess I'm gonna run towards him again and try to attack him.
Okay, make your charisma check.
I rolled the 17.
That's good.
Cool. I rolled the crit again.
A critical 1?
Yeah.
Okay. You miss.
Yeah.
Next up was Illyria. Next up is Elandrin.
All right. All right, so I got a 17, and I'm going to firebolt him.
A 17 misses.
Oh.
A 17 misses?
17
This
misses.
guy is like loaded.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jeez, I thought 15 hit him earlier.
No.
It did earlier, because I rolled a 15, a 14, and the 14 didn't hit, and the 15 did. Oh, no, that was the
for your
charisma.
charisma check.
Just kidding. I realized it afterward.
Okay, Nova, you're up.
Okay. I don't need to roll charisma this time, or I do?
You do because you're within 10 feet of him.
Okay. But I thought he was like prone or something. I rolled.
He used
an
his turn to
18.
stand up. An 18 hits.
Okay. It hits
An 18 hits.
for charisma?
Oh, no. Sorry, the charisma's okay. You're okay. Sorry.
I was like, what do you mean? What did I do? Okay, I'm going to roll to hit him with my lesser frost blade.
Okay.
Or what is it? Hold on, let me just double check that I know what I'm talking about. Or no, it's not. Yeah, it's a lesser frost brand. It's plus strength, right?
Yep.
I rolled a
strength.
17.
Did you add your proficiency bonus too?
I'm gonna ask what that too. Okay, so 19.
That hits.
And so it's a 1d8 and a 1d4 plus 2.
Yep.
So,
Wait.
because I have a special way of fighting.
You should also add 5 because of your strength.
Right. Okay. 1d8, 1d4. Okay. I rolled a 4 for my 1d4
Okay.
A 2 for my 1d8, so 6, 7, 8, and then 5, so 13.
Okay. Next up is Lokag.
Sweet. So, I think I might. First of all, I have to make the charisma saving throw, and a 10, which I think is going to fail.
That fails.
So then I roll a d8.
Yep.
All right, something good. 1. I think that's nothing.
Yeah, you just stand there.
Okay, then I'm done.
Okay, Eliana, you're up.
Okay. And he's standing right now because I have my full screen on and I can't see him.
Yeah, he's standing again. So you'll have to make your charisma check.
I like birds, but
I have to make my charisma check.
Yep.
What is with this? I need to get new dice apparently or something. A 6. Oh wait, no. That's for the. Hold on. Nope, that was a 7. Plus, I'm not a lion anymore. So, gosh dang it! I got. Sorry.
Unless you miraculously have a +9, it fails.
A +9.
Yeah, because you rolled a 7 or 6.
A 7. I rolled a 7, but my charisma?
Yeah.
Is a 3 plus my. Do I add my proficiency bonus to that, or just my?
No, just your charisma bonus.
So I got a 10.
That fails. Roll a d8 for me.
7.
There. It's his turn now. He is going to attack the Goliath.
So I can't attack if I. So what happens if I roll higher?
Hold on. You rolled a 7?
Yeah.
You get to make 1 melee attack against him.
Don't mean that.
1 melee.
1 melee.
Would that be considered? Would my flame blade be considered melee?
I can't have it.
No.
Yeah, you can use your action to make a melee spell attack.
This isn't that. You can only use your mace.
Why? It says melee spell attack.
Because I'm making it easier than making you hit somebody else at random.
Kill them. Why do you have scarring?
With a blade?
Yeah, you. All right, you know what? I'm gonna have you roll. I'm gonna roll randomly.
Promise.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just.
You attack Cag with your mace.
Yes, you did.
Wait, what?
Roll to attack Lokag.
Why am I attacking him?
Because you attack one creature at random.
Really? If I get higher than a 4?
If you get a 7 or an 8, you attack one random creature.
And I have to roll a what?
You roll to attack against.
No, a D4 or a D6?
I rolled to find out who you were attacking. What are you talking about? You roll to figure out your strength attack for your attack.
Yeah, which am I? What am I rolling?
Roll a D20.
And then a
Oh, a D20 to see if it hits. Okay. Sorry, that's what I was trying to figure out. I rolled a 3.
Okay, that's gonna miss.
Cute, but she's the stinkiest cute doggo ever.
Sorry, I'm trying to feed the baby, so I can't quite reach everything I need to look at stuff.
That's all right. It's now his turn. Who's he going to attack? He's gonna attack the lion sent him last time.
No.
Do I have any movement after that?
No, that's all you can do during your turn.
Oh.
Cag, does an 18 hit you?
I am going to use my bardic inspiration to increase my AC against this attack.
Okay.
So my AC is now 20, so that will miss.
All right. Next up is Fenthwick.
I want to throw things at him.
All right, do it.
Whack. 15, 21.
21 hits.
2 plus 3. Oh, crap. That's 6. 2 plus 3 plus 6, 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. Next up is Borin. Borin's attack misses. And where is Borin? Actually, Borin's way the F back here anyway. Next up after that is Illyria. Illyria, you're up.
I'm going to try to attack, but I'm assuming I have to dodge his confusion vision first.
Yep.
I rolled a 15.
A 15 against the charisma check is successful.
Okay, cool. I'm going to try to attack. I rolled a 3, which is really a 7, but that doesn't hit, so just hit me again.
Okay. What are you going? Is that going to end your turn?
I can't do anything else. I only get one move as a fighter. I mean, unless I want to like run past him.
He would get an attack of opportunity. So.
See.
All right, Elandrin, you're up.
All right.
It's for you, Gaia.
Is he starting to look weak at all or anything like that?
He's looking pretty rough at this point.
Okay. I roll a 15.
A 15 misses.
All right.
Is he out of the strike yet? He is out.
Yeah, he's out of the entangling strike. Nova, it's your turn.
Of course.
Roll the
Okay, so I need to roll charisma, right?
Yep.
I only rolled a 13.
All right, roll a d8 for me.
I rolled a 5.
On a 5, you run over here.
Of course I do.
Next up is Lokag.
I am going to try to make that charisma saving throw, and that is 16.
That's successful.
Sweet. I am going to bonus action give myself my last bardic inspiration, and then I am going to try to. Actually, I'm just gonna try to grab this. Is this guy like made out of lava? We said Ember Hulk. It sounds like
Umber Hulk.
Umber Hulk. Okay.
Yeah.
Not okay. So he's just like he's just a big rock guy.
He basically looks like a gigantic cockroach.
Ooh, that's gross. Okay. I'm still gonna try to grab him then. So yeah, opposed athletics checks.
All right. Does he still have the hex on him?
Let me check my time frame on that.
Lokag got 27 either way.
Okay, John, doesn't matter. He failed even with his best.
Hex lasts for an hour.
Okay. That's good.
Oh my god, I thought it was like a minute. So he's grabbed now, which doesn't do anything except he can't run away.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm done.
Okay. Eliana, you're up.
Okay. I guess I am going to try to attack him without looking at him.
Okay.
Like with my peripheral, just kind of looking away, but kind of looking to see where he is.
Okay, you will roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, I figured. and I am going to invoke my flame blade with my bonus action and try to attack with it.
Okay.
Are you still a lion?
No.
Oh, okay.
Her lion died.
Oh.
Do I include my that probably still doesn't hit. My spell attack bonus with that, I'm guessing?
No, it's just your strength and your proficiency.
Really? Even though it's a spell?
Even though it's a spell.
Okay, so that is a 10.
That misses.
Can I use my last action to use my movement to move a little further away?
How far away do you want to move?
Oh, wait, no, that gives him an attack of opportunity, doesn't it?
Yeah, you'd be moving away from him, and yeah.
Yeah, no, forget it. If it gives him an attack of opportunity, forget it.
Okay. So it's his turn. He's going to try to break out of your grapple.
Sweet.
He rolled a... Hold on. Roll. Oh, nope. He rolled an 8.
I have 23.
All right, he fails. He's still stuck and can't really do much. Can he attack when he's grappled or no?
Oh yeah, he can attack. He can do anything except his movement. All that grapple does is his movement speed is 0.
And so 20, 20, and 24 against you, Kag, to hit.
3 attack. Okay, I am going to use my Bardic Inspiration die to try to increase my AC. Actually, wait, 20. So I'm just going to need a 5 or higher. I still think that's worth it. No. Okay, so those all hit. Although usually it's an action to escape from a grab, but he could have tried to do this instead because usually it'll make sense to attack instead of trying to escape.
If it's an action to try to escape, then he can't attack. That says, yeah. Because he doesn't want to be here right now. He'd rather be somewhere else other than getting his ass kicked. Fintwick, you're up.
Throwing stuff at him.
All right.
Okay.
I assume that a 14 does not hit.
A 14 misses.
Yeah. All right.
You could add a d6 to that if you want.
Do I have to decide beforehand or no?
No. You can decide now. Go ahead and decide now.
Oh, yeah, then I'm going to try.
Just because we do know the AC after all this time.
I would feel a little bit like a dick if I said you had to say before I said failed.
I rolled a 4. What'd I tell you the first time?
It was a 14 plus 4?
Yeah.
That barely hits.
Get him. For damage, where's my 10? Boom. 8 plus 3 plus 6. Damn. 17.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, I get to finish him off?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the necrotic damage is what finishes him off, so I want him to melt a little bit.
All right. So as you hit him with the Eldritch Blast, it hits him square in the chest, and he just looks down at his chest as it starts to melt away, and then he falls over backwards dead.
All right, let's see body.
He dead.
He did.
Is there any residue or?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't completely melt him away. There's still parts of the Umber Hulk left.
But they just kind of look like rocks now or something?
No, it looks like the Umber Hulk with a big hole in the middle.
Does he have anything worth scavenging?
You could check.
Trousers?
Could that be a nature check? Or to know what could be harvested from him, or?
Yeah, make a nature check.
13 plus 18.
Okay, so the pincers tend to be worth something because they're made out of a strong keratin material, and the eyes can be used in certain alchemical and magical creation.
I'm gonna try to get him.
Okay, make a dexterity check for the eyes.
Would that be for dexterity? Do you just want me to add my modifier or proficiency bonus?
Just add your modifier.
Okay, 18.
18, you successfully get both eyes out.
Both eyes?
Yep. And then roll for the pincers.
Sorry if you're hearing elephants and things like that in the background.
Daily.
That's still dexterity?
Yeah.
Tony, you said that's still dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one would be a 13.
This is a little bit easier than the eyes, so you're able to get the pincers off pretty easily.
Sweet.
All right. While Illyria or Eliana is doing this, you hear the faint sound of footsteps, but
Nope.
not human footsteps. You just hear it coming from the ceiling above you. And then you see come from the ceiling what looks like a gigantic spider with a woman sitting in the front. Who here plays Magic the Gathering?
I do.
All right. You know Shouldered the Whispering One?
Okay.
Looks
Yeah.
pretty much like Shouldered.
Nice.
Perfect.
So this spider just came out of nowhere?
It came from the ceiling above you and landed in front of you.
We didn't even get to move nowhere. Okay.
So, Eliana, it gets ready to attack, looks at you, and lowers its weapon and says your name. Eliana,
Mine?
is that you? Sorry, not Eliana. Illyria. Is that
Clock. I'm like,
Illyria.
okay, cool, creepy spider.
Illyria, is that you?
Who's asking?
Over.
What did you say your drow friend's name was?
I don't even remember, and I think I deleted the text.
Ahana. It's Ahana. Don't you remember me? Your friend.
You're not a Hana. A Hana was an elf, not a weird spider human thing.
Maybe she's come to like a reckoning and become a spider.
Sadly, it is I.
And did you say somebody was riding the spider, Tony, or just part of the spider?
So what this is this is a drider. So she's going to give you the backstory if you want to hear it. So
No.
wait, Matt, were you saying no, you don't want to hear the backstory? Or were you saying no to the cat?
Yeah, that was really funny. I would like to hear the backstory.
Yes, let's hear the backstory. Why, if you are a Hana, then why are you a spider?
So when I was sent up by the drow, I was sent up to scout your village, which I did. We were going to kidnap all of you, but then we became friends, and I couldn't have them take you down to the Yuan-Ti. I didn't know what they would do to you down there, but I knew it couldn't be good. So I knocked you out and sold you to the kobolds with the idea that I would come and save you from the kobolds later on. Unfortunately, I pissed off Erithnul, and she cursed me with this form. Now I can't even go back home. Illyria, it is not the yoni, it is not the vagina. It is the Yuan-Ti.
No, I'm sorry, it auto-corrected or something.
Yuan.
I did. No, I'm serious.
No,
Ty.
no, I understand. I understand. I'm just like, Yanni. Isn't that like the formal name for vagina?
That's actually really funny. I didn't even realize it was autocorrecting. You said that, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't type that. Weirdo.
So yeah. So Ahana was a drow, but was cursed with the form of a drider because she didn't sell you to the Yuan tea.
You sure it wasn't the Yanni?
She did not sell you to the Yanni. And
Who is the dude's name again?
Erithnul, god of the Underdark, patron to drow and Durgar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you can't go home, but I thought this is home. Do the people of your village not care, not want to rescue you?
If I go back to my village, they see this form as showing that I'm a traitor, and they attack me on sight. So instead, what I do is I wait for the wandering parties of drow, and I pick off the stragglers and eat them.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a whole party of drows that just went down ahead of us, and if you want to, eat them, we can help you out.
I know, they were delicious.
Oh, you already ate them.
I was going to eat you guys, and then I recognized you.
Oh, well, thanks for not eating us. We appreciate that.
Anytime.
Where were they heading? So we're here because we've learned that there's a village on the surface where people have been disappearing. And we're trying to find where all of the people are going. Do you know where this tunnel leads?
Sadly, I do. And it's not just that village that's losing people to the drow invasion. A number of surface villages are being attacked. The surface breathers are being taken down below to various drow cities and Durgar cities, and then being given to the Yuan tea for their fell rituals.
So how can we put a stop to this then? It sounds like it's much bigger than we thought it was.
I don't know. What I can do is I can take you to my home city, or at least the outskirts. I believe we recently brought another set of prisoners down to Milfanor, and I can take you to the outskirts and you can try to save them. Maybe while you're there, you can talk to somebody and they can tell you what's going on.
But will they talk with us?
With a little bit of
like us.
With a little bit of intimidation, they might.
Okay, we can try that.
What about a performance?
She just rolls her eyes at you.
Just randomly butts in.
Cag, do you speak Elvish or Underdark?
Nope.
My friend wants to know.
Wait, so they're talking in Elvish this whole time? Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind then. I have no idea what's going on.
She looks at Cag and is like, what does the hairless troll ask? Apparently, Goliaths are just known as hairless trolls everywhere.
I really like that.
Just like Dragonborn are known to dragons as geckos.
He's very excited about giving performances, and when he heard me say that we might visit your village, he asked if he could give them a performance.
If he wants? Why? Why would he want to give a performance to people to the drow that are stealing people and selling them as slaves?
I think you confused her, Lokag. Sometimes, Lokag, there are times for performances, Lokag, and there are times when it is best to not perform.
You should tell her that I understand being a villain quite well. Villains can be ennobling characters. People can grow to love a villain.
He says he understands some ennobling characteristics of being evil or something. I don't know.
She looks at him and says, I am not evil. I've been thrust into this position because of my unwillingness to sell an innocent soul into slavery.
Well, I think he meant the village.
Ah,
Not you. We know you're good. Ish.
yes. I mean, there's only so much good a Drider can do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, many of the drow down there, I don't even know if they know what they do when they sell these people to the Yuan Ti, whether they know the kinds of things Yuan Ti do to people.
Who are the Yanti? I thought it was a place, not a people.
The Yuan Ti are. What was that? Sorry, I got very distracted by the loud banging.
That was good.
The Yuan Ti are the scale walkers. They sold their souls to an evil god long ago, and now their cursed forms are scaled in appearance. They look almost snake-like, with the ones that are most snake-like being the most revered among their people, and the ones that are most human being the trash of their civilization.
What is it that's beeping?
Carbon monoxide detector.
Okay.
That's not a good thing.
Well, it's doing
Well, let's
it
go to your
because
village and see if we can get somewhere and learn where these people are going.
Some of you look a little bit
Doing it?
worse for wear. She looks directly at Eliana, who's hanging on by like 4 hit points.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should wait. Sorry, I didn't realize. Yeah, let's like.
Hey, I have 30.
You have 4. You took 26 points of damage in that last fight.
You realize that my
Oh crap!
lion-
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, so she's willing to take you down to her city if you all want to go.
Do we want to go, guys?
I'd like to end at 8.
Okay. I'll make it to where you guys get to the edge of the city, and then we'll call it good. All right. So.
Are we going to like camp outside the city and watch, or are we going to like take a short rest?
I think we're going to get to the outskirts of the city, and then we're going to stop because we need to be done by 8.
Yeah.
We don't have to. It's just
I meant for sake of gameplay. So, like, in the game, are we taking a short rest, or are we actually taking a full rest?
A short rest might make sense because we want to get to the captured people as soon as possible.
Yeah, full rest might be too long. The captured people more people would die, is what I'm worried about.
okay. But does anyone need to expend it? We don't get spells back when we do that, though.
It depends on your class, I think. I get my beast shapes back.
I don't.
Warlocks get their spells back.
Okay, so I'm the only one who doesn't get spells back.
No, I
also
don't
get your frost.
I get special effects back, but not spells.
Okay. So you follow as Ahana leads further and further into the Underdark. This counts as a forced march. You've been walking in the Underdark for about a day straight now, and you're getting exhausted. You all suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Doesn't sound good.
Which basically just means that you have disadvantage on skill checks that are not saving throw or attack rolls.
Okay, maybe we should camp if it's that far away.
So you continue walking down into the Underdark, 5 miles, 10 miles, 15 miles, until Ahana stops in her tracks. And the people who have dark vision, rising above you in the stalactites, I think it's stalactites. The stalactites are the ones that come from the floor, correct?
No, those are stalagmites. The stalactites.
Okay.
Stalactites hang on tight.
Okay. Carved into the various stalagmites in the cavern are a bunch of drow houses and different types of buildings.
Wow.
This is as close as Ahana is willing to get, and she turns to you and says, "Sister, this is as far as I can take you. I can't take you into the city because they'll kill me. But
Well, thank you for granting us safe passage to this point.
you're welcome. Godspeed, and I hope to see you again someday."
Agreed.
And she kind of crawls up and onto the ceiling and back down the hallway to try to hunt for more yuan tea, or for more drow.
Delicious.
The city is bustling. It's a pretty decent sized drow city with a bunch of different stalagmites with houses in them. If you had to guess based on the size of this city, given the size of comparable surface cities, you would say there's probably about 10,000 drow that live here. It's dark. There's not a lot of light. And in general, there's a kind of eerie feel to a city this far underground. I mean,
That's pretty big.
Yeah, you're about 30 miles underground right now.
Oh my gosh, how cold are we?
It's actually it's about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty comfortable.
That's very temperate.
I mean, you're basically insulated on all sides.
So what should we do? Do we want to take a nice rest before we go into the city and try to intimidate them into telling us where they're keeping the people? Or do we want to go into the city now?
I'm gonna.
We could camp and actually make a plan.
Yeah, I need to know whether or not you're going to be stealthing or if you want to fight 10,000 drow.
Probably the stealth when you word it that way.
I mean, I feel like I should be as upfront and honest about this as possible. If you do not stealth, 10,000 drow will eventually fight you.
Let's not
Is
do
there
that.
a way that, is there a place where we could, like a crevice or something that we could potentially all fit in and hide where some of us can get sleep and take shifts of taking watch?
There's a little rock outcropping near where Ahana left you. You could get far enough back in this little cave to be out of view.
Well, why
from
don't
the
we?
drow.
Yeah.
That sounds like the move to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to end it on this. So you go up into that little cavern that's over there. And surprisingly, there's a thin layer of undergrowth on the floor, and it seems to also be on the ceiling and the walls.
Undergrowth?
And
Like moss?
yeah, it feels kind of like a moss.
I like it.
Okay. Yes, it's a lichen, or it feels like a lichen. So as you get ready to nestle in, are you guys going to light a fire?
Are you just saying that the moss makes it soft, or does it seem can I do a nature check on the moss
Certainly.
just to make sure it's not anything weird? Oh, that sucks. 16.
It seems pretty normal. You're far enough back to where the drow won't be able to see you. Are you going to light a fire?
I think it'd be.
Where they won't be able to.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me mute.
What was that, Nova?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said something about the fire.
I'd be worried about a fire because even if we're far enough away from the city, there could be stuff wandering around here that we don't want to draw the attention of.
Okay. All right. So as you all prepare to make camp, the walls open their eyes, and that's where we're going to leave it for the night.
Why?
All right. That's where we're going to stop.